Very pleasant evening, everybody. First of all, thank you, Cypher, for giving me this opportunity to present before such a distinguished audience and panelists. A little bit about myself. I am Karthikeyan. I am an IAS officer of 2020 batch. Right now, I am posted as Assistant Collector, cum Project Officer, ITDP, Kinvert, which is in Nanded district of Maharashtra. I am basically a chartered accountant. I have a background or a specialization in artificial intelligence and blockchain technology from IBM and State University of New York. To give a little bit of perspective as to what an IAS officer is doing among techies and data analysts, disruption has become a household name. In every field known to human imagination, there is disruption happening thanks to artificial intelligence and blockchain technology. But there is a very common notion that disruptive governance is an oxymoron. I am here primarily to dispel this notion that it is not so. With a mission of minimum government and maximum governance, we, the officers of Indian Administrative Service, have been the forerunners in introducing artificial technology and blockchain technology and other emerging technologies in the field of governance. We have experimented, we have piloted, and we have scaled up numerous projects in emerging technologies in various sectors across the governance. So, the objective of this session is three. One, to give a perspective about my work in artificial intelligence and blockchain technology, to give a flavor to the audience about various interventions done by various officers of Indian Administrative Service in the field of governance, and C, problem statements. We are the field officers working with the people. While working with the people, we face a lot of issues, we face a lot of problem statements. We would like to present to the audience to solicit your response and to partner and collaborate with you. That, in a nutshell, is the objective of this session. Now, this is the first, I'll go to the first project that I did. It's called AIRA, Artificial Intelligence-Based Road Quality Inspection. This is the first project I developed after getting into the service, and this is also the project I presented in front of the Honorable Prime Minister. When I joined my service, I got numerous complaints. Perhaps many of you would also be facing these complaints. Bad quality roads. Roads getting washed away in single spell of rain. Even the newly built roads getting washed away in single spell of rain. Improper sloping and leveling resulting in waterlogging. In fact, waterlogging is not very good for the metallic roads. And information asymmetry. Common people do not have the necessary wherewithal to understand the composition of the road and hold the contractor responsible. Hence, these contractors go scot-free. So I did a lot of inspection. I basically do not belong to the engineering background, so I did a lot of inspection and found that primarily there are three problems associated with the road. The first problem is layering. As you all know, every road has a lot of layers. So first they put 20 mm stones, then they put a mix of stones and sand, then they put 80 mm and they compact it. So many a times, because of obvious reasons, these layers are missing. So that is the first problem. The second problem is compaction. After putting every layer, they have to compact it 3 to 4 times. If it is not compacted properly, what happens is there is a vacuum that is there, and in the vacuum, water gets accumulated and the road gets eroded. Now that is the second problem. And the third and the most important problem is testing labs. So actually on the ground level, what happens is to check the quality of the road, we cut a section of the road and we send it to testing labs. In these labs, these contractors obviously have a connection with the testing labs and they give obviously a proper report. So this is the third problem. So now what I wanted was to have a robust, person-agnostic, real-time and a decentralized solution for which we built AIRA, Artificial Intelligence-Based Road Quality Assessment. Now what is AIRA? Before I tell you as to how we built AIRA, I would like to explain you the functioning of AIRA. AIRA is basically a computer vision it has two components. One is user interface and other is AI cloud engine. Any site engineer with the use of his mobile can take any number of pictures, both horizontal cross-sectional image of the road and a horizontal pictures. And these pictures will be analyzed by a AI-trained engine, and basically it will give 3 KPIs. The first KPI is called as visible quality. So this KPI gives, it's an index starting from 0 to 10. It is an inbuilt index with various parameters attached. So this will be the first parameter. It will give a point for that particular road. If 0 being very bad, 10 being very good. So that is the first parameter. The second is slope. What is the slope? Many a times the slopes are not properly done. Again, it results in waterlogging, and waterlogging erodes the road. So it also gives the slope details. And third is layer and compaction details. If the layers that are supposed to be there are present or not, has the compaction been done or not? So once the compaction has been done, the width reduces. So with that, we will be able to analyze if the compaction has been done or not. So these are the KPI, and this is how the system works. Now, how did we go about building it? Again, from morning you must have had a lot of lectures about explaining artificial intelligence and how an artificial engine needs to be built. Again, the first question that came to us is it AI doable? So there is a thumb rule that says that if a human expert can do it through visible inspection, AI can do it better. So we started doing it. This is how we started building it. The first is we collected a lot of data, and we collected all-weather data, we collected data of different quality, and we collected data of different angles, and then we annotated the data. So in annotation of data, again, we found out we gave a meaning to the data. What is data, what is a road, what is a lane, and there are different types of cracks. There is something called as fretting, there is something called as cracks, there is something called as fissures. So we gave meaning to the data, and so this is how the system works. And finally, we developed 4 algorithms. The first algorithm is acceptability algorithm, in which this algorithm is basically used to accept or reject the images that are captured by the user. The second is detection algorithm, to detect the attributes of the image. Third is classification algorithm. Once the attributes are detected, it classifies. This is a crack, this is a fret, so it classifies. And the fourth is slope algorithm. All this analysis is shown in AIRA app and in mobile also. So imagine, so this prototype is ready, and we are planning to scale it up across the nation. So my vision and the government of Maharashtra's vision is that, imagine you all have an AIRA app in your phone. You just go to the road, take the image, and you have the quality of the road in your hand. So that is the beauty of AIRA, and that is what we are looking at. So this is the first project I developed. The second project is blockchain technology in land record management. A little bit of disclaimer here. I personally feel that blockchain technology is not a, what do I call it? It's not a place, it's not a platform just to use it as storage platform. It is much more than that. So there are a lot of applications right now where blockchain technology is just used as a storage platform. But in my project, blockchain technology in land record management, the entire end-to-end, it is based on blockchain technology. And to put it in a nutshell, what this project is about, I have actually published a paper in blockchain technology in land records. To put this project in a nutshell, we have actually developed a video. I have actually developed a video. It's a 2-minute video. I'll be playing it. Again, the video is not very glamorous. Contrary to the popular opinion, we have a lot of shortage of funds in the government as well. So it's an in-house video developed by my students who are working as apprentices. So I'll just play the video. Should I play it? ALR is the one who makes the cadastral maps. Satbara is the property document of Maharashtra. So again, just like AIRA, we had a vision. In this, our vision is every parcel of land of this country should have a block of its own with all the previous history seeded to that block, and every transaction of that particular land should be added through a new block with smart contracts. So this is the vision with which we are working. It's still an ongoing process. This is just two of the projects that I have developed in governance using artificial intelligence and blockchain technology. There are other interventions of AIML and blockchain technology in governance, which I would like to quote a few of them. Oh, this is this one. The first is AI nutrition capturing. This is being developed in-house in Maharashtra by two of my colleagues, Shubham Gupta and Meenal Karanwal. One of the officers is here. So imagine just capturing a picture through a mobile phone of a kid's plate in which there is a food, and that AI engine tells us how much calorie the kid is consuming, the macronutrients and the micronutrients. So it is already being done, and it is being piloted in Maharashtra using AI in nutrition capturing. The second is artificial intelligence in illegal transportation of minor minerals. This is a project that is being developed in Uttar Pradesh with an app called as Mine Mitra. So there are cameras that are placed at very strategic points that captures the trucks passing through, and it just three things. The first, the kind of minor minerals that the truck is transporting, and do they have the necessary permission to transport that particular truck, and are they transporting in the quantity that they are supposed to transport? So that is the second application. And the third application is Nadu Nedu of Andhra Pradesh, wherein the quality of the toilets are being checked every day using artificial intelligence. It's an engine that is developed through TCS. This is just a sample of what's happening in governance. Many of times we think that artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, quantum computing, these are something that is related only to private companies, but it is not so. We are also actively involved in implementing these technologies for the betterment of people in governance. So that is the primary motive of my talk here. And again, as I told you just a few minutes back, we as the field officers, we have a lot of problem statements directly affecting the lives of the people. And we would like to present you few of the problem statements in the next slide, so as to solicit response from you, and so as to show you what kind of opportunities that we have for you to come and collaborate with us. So some of the problem statements that I would like to show you is these. The first is attendance. So this is a very common statement. In most of the movies, you will see 10 o'clock, you go to a government office, nobody is there. Yeah? Almost all of Akshay Kumar's movie, all of the Hindi, Karnataka movies, you have that issue. 10 o'clock, the hero goes to the government office, then there is nobody. So this is a ubiquitous problem in government, not just in government offices, but also in government schools about the kids, in government-run sponsored workshops about the apprentices. So this is a ubiquitous problem. What we need is a foolproof system that works offline and in multi-terrain areas, that is able to capture not just entry and exit, but also the continuous presence of the particular person. It might sound very simple, but actually we do not have that system. So this is the first problem statement. The second problem statement that I want to tell you, that I want to present before you is artificial intelligence in illegal mining. So a few minutes back I told about transportation of illegal minor minerals, but right now we do not have an artificial intelligence-based system to detect illegal mining. So imagine a system wherein we are using drone images or satellite images to identify, even before transportation happens, if we are able to identify illegal mining, then we will be able to nip it off the bud. So that is the second problem statement. Third and the most important problem statement is stock management. Again, government disburses a lot of things. We give eggs, we give bananas, we give food grains, we give medicines, and we give a lot of things. It will not be wrong to say at this stage that there is a huge diversion. So what we need again is a system that is able to capture, analyze, and restrict this diversion, if not completely prevent. So this is the third problem statement, and the fourth problem statement is agriculture census. I would like to give you a very small example. There is an app called as e-Peak Pahini in Maharashtra. So the app works like this. A farmer goes to the field, takes the picture of his field, and updates in the app itself as to what are the kind of crops he has grown, and what are the kind of infrastructure that is available in his field. If he has a well, if he has another irrigation facility, so he updates in the app. So for obvious reasons, most of this data filled by the farmer is wrong. Now imagine having a system wherein 1,000 square kilometer taluka, 1,000 square kilometer area, using drones and satellite imagery, I can just capture this data using artificial intelligence. It's very much possible, but yet we do not have a solution for that. So now these are the four problem statements that I wanted to present to you. There are numerous such problem statements. Bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, is this, that we have huge social problems we are facing in the field. We would want each and every one of you to work with us, find a solution for us, and help us mitigate this problem. We are 8 officers of Indian Administrative Service of Maharashtra cadre. We will be available for the next 3 days, and we would love to collaborate with you. Thank you so much. If there is any question, I'd love to answer. Sorry? You want to take the questions offline? There is a question. Yeah, sure. No problem. Yes. Yeah, you're audible.
So this AIRA app, right?
AIRA, yes.
Yeah. So this is in production and anybody can use it.
Sorry?
So this is in production and people can upload the photo and...
Yes, we have trained we got the images, we got the data from State Highway Authority of India and National Highway Authority of India. We trained the engine, and now we want to scale it. So right now the accuracy is around 72%, but we want to make it to 92% before we scale it across the country.
Okay, say suppose you get a very good accuracy and you have it in production and people can use it. So what is your next step? What are you going to do with the data that you're going to get it? So I upload a photo. So you will get to know the quality of the road is very bad.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So what are you going to do after that is my question.
Okay, yeah, so yes, so we always believe in decentralized governance. So you will be able to analyze the quality of the road. One, of course, we will be able to do interventions based on our level. We will be able to, the inspecting authority will be able to hold accountable the contractor, and the implementing agency will also be able to, there is something called as AIRA test. So what we have basically proposed is that unless and until AIRA gives a score of 8 and 9, we will not give the final payment to the contractor. So that is what we are planning.
Okay, so just not the lab test?
Yes, yes.
So
One, we will not
also
release the final payment unless and until the AIRA test is passed. One. Two, you will also be able to hold the contractor liable and hold the contractor accountable, and of course you have the power of vote.
Yeah, true. So do you think with AI you will be able to mitigate the corruption completely with such apps in all the areas? So this is a very basic question.
That's a very tricky question, but still I'll try and answer. That is something that we are actually looking forward to. Every intervention that any officer does in the field is to root out corruption from the, nip out the corruption from the bud. But yes, we are trying towards that, and hopefully we
AI
will be
will
able to do
definitely
it.
help
Yes.
in this. We are sure of that, but
Yes.
we just want it to be the reality, you know.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
we are
Yeah.
trying.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Any other questions? Or
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Really interesting to see such great applications we are planning out. So how you mentioned like we can contribute and collaborate. So how an individual or an organization can contribute and collaborate?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example of in Maharashtra, because I am an officer from Maharashtra cadre. So there is something called as Maharashtra Innovation Society, wherein we field officers give the problem statements to Maharashtra Innovation Society, and Maharashtra Innovation Society publishes it in their website. So if you are working on that particular field, you can give a presentation, and we will have a short interview. And if it is found useful, we will give you a pilot. And if the pilot is successful, then we will work on it. So that is how it works. That is how, this is the model that works in almost all the states.
Got it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. That's fine. Maybe we can collaborate after the class.
Yeah,
Thank you
sure.
so much.